What's up, YouTube? What's going on, CCI family? It's your main man back with the game plan once again, because you already know I can't leave you out there too long without no information and education. You feel me? So we back at it again. That's right. Today we on Archer Aviation. You remember me time and time again talking about Archer Aviation. I'm not going to stop. Archer Aviation is one of the companies within the next 3, 5 to 10 years that can actually make a difference in your life. If you're serious about the stock market and starting from low and going high, this is one of those that can take you there. That's the ones I push and preach on this channel. Okay? Now, of course, I cannot tell you to buy, hold, or sell. I can give you the information. It's up to you what you do with it. Now, we have an even bigger reason to go after Archer now. Although I've been with them, for a few years now. But not only do we have the 2028 Olympics in the bag, that's done and said for, okay? They are the official air taxi for the 2028 Olympics. Not only is the White House behind them on the eVTOLs and the pilots, not only has Archer raised over $850 million, boosting their whole valuation, as far as the liquidity of the company is up to $2 billion now. Okay? Now, they're still a small company, but they are on a fast track. Do your own due diligence. Do your research. You'll see. Okay? So not only do we have that, but now the one and only Miss Cathie Woods. If you don't know who this is, please go and research Cathie Woods. Okay, to put it short, she's the CEO of ARK Investments. Okay, name is always in the news. People try to follow her purchases and so on and so forth because the lady close to batting 100. You feel me? And she just recently purchased millions of shares of Archer. To put it exact, I believe it's like 3.5 million shares. Okay? Telling you where she sees this company going to in the future. And also telling us where we should see it going to in the future. Now I'm already on the helipad, on the vertiport. I'm already on the vertiport with them. You should very seriously consider getting on the vertiport as well. Okay, Archer is the Tesla of the skies. That's their nickname. Okay, you don't really get a nickname like that if you ain't about nothing. You feel me? Archer is doing its thing. All right, they already are preparing for commercial launches in Indonesia, Ethiopia. There's so many places. Dubai. They're already preparing for these. Okay, and here they're working closely with the Department of Transportation. They're working real close with the FAA to get that final certification out the way and open up some U.S. airspace for the eVTOLs. Okay? Like I said, we already got the Olympics in the bag. Now we're trying to get Miami, New York, Chicago, Georgia. They trying to lock things down. Remember, if you remember way back when I first brought this to you, I put up the little thing with the Simpsons. Not the Simpsons. What am I thinking? With the Jetsons. This is exactly what this is. So I'm hoping y'all grab hold tight. This is the way of the future. Either you roll with it or you get left behind. You feel me? So right now, I want you to check this little clip out. This is from the recent air show in Paris, okay, with Archer. All right, peep this out.
the best way to predict the future is to build it. And we try to create a vision of a world that people want to live in. It is a very exciting time for the AAM industry because it's been talked about and dreamed about for such a long time, and now you start to see the aircraft, you start to see the routes that are coming together.
eVTOLs will be built, they'll be certified and brought around the world.
We are excited to be in Paris celebrating great American innovation, great American companies. We have a president, we have a DOT, we have an FAA that want to see those innovators innovate in America, create great products, great jobs, and then export eVTOLs around the world.
Now, collaboration on this, particularly with regard to a new aircraft type, eVTOLs, and advanced air mobility, will be critical. We're not going to just operate these and sell these in the United States, and it's critical that we work to converge our validation, our certification around the world.
I do think that this is an incredible moment, and one that will actually be remembered, where the companies came together, the regulators came together, the administration came together, and all as one defined what the future of aviation is going to look like.
So as you can clearly see right there, Archer's not playing no games. They're coming fast. Okay? Now, in my eyes, with my research, Archer is definitely leading the way. However, there's risk involved in all investments in life. And one of the risks with this one is they have some major competition out there. They have Joby following closely behind them. They have Eve Air, and I'm sure there's a host of others. Okay? But with anything, like I said, you weigh your risks, you play to your strengths. And I'm behind Archer all the way. Now, it's up to you what you want to do. Okay? You can go either way. It's all on your research, your due diligence, what you feel comfortable with. You understand? But in my eyes, I compare them to like Coke and Pepsi, and I'm with Archer on this one. Not to say I don't have a little of both, but you feel what I'm saying. Now, also, there are pluses that you bet on as well with some of your investments. And one with Archer that's will be a major one, and is soon to come, are military sales. Those talks are in progress as we speak. And when those are concrete and they have military in their bag as well, well, you already know. You already know. I don't like to use the term to the moon too much, but it's an aerial company, so you already know they're taking off. Okay? So again, this is something to set yourself up for in the future. All right? Now, as far as some of the fundamentals with the company, let's get into a little bit of that so I can show you what the stock is doing and where it's been and hopefully where it's going. All right, so looking back at the 3-month, okay, you can clearly see in the beginning of April, we were below the $8 mark, okay? That's still in the midst of the rigmarole that was going on with the not the economy, but with the tariffs and Mr. T and going back and forth. But slightly after that, coming towards the end of the month, you see us climbing up on out of there, where we almost hit the $14 range. Okay, about the middle of May, right? So we took a little downfall after that, which a pullback is healthy. Remember that. Pullbacks, don't be afraid of them. They're healthy. We took a pullback, but we came back up again right over the $12 mark, okay? Now we pulled back again slightly, and we've been riding that kind of flat area out, okay? But I want you to take a particular look right about the 1120 range. 1120, between 1120 and 1130. That is the range that I want you to keep an eye on right now, especially for those in the option plays, okay? That is our range right now we're playing on, all right? So now let's take a look at the 1 day. So now looking at the one day, you can see on Friday, we were hanging with our normal levels, right about the mid 10 level, 1060s and so forth. But right about after 2 o'clock or so is when everybody started selling off. But you can expect that on a Friday. Okay, a lot of things got sold off on Friday, which is cool. I'm not mad at it. It keeps me calm during the weekend because it gives you something to look forward to. Okay, rather than ending the week off on a super high note, being weary or nervous about Monday coming, thinking there's a drop. You know what I mean? So we did come down at the end of the day, and we've remained flat after hours. So that's okay. Remember, the mark we're looking for, maybe hitting it by midweek, maybe by just before the 4th, we're looking again at that 1120 range. Okay, that's like the sweet spot. All right, so that's just giving you a little update on what's going on with the stock and the numbers right now. We're still doing great. As a 52-week range, you see we're looking at about $14 a share, and that's where analysts are kind of putting the worth as well. Some are about 1150, 1175 or so on. I'm right around 13, which is kind of so for most people an unlucky number. I like the number. It's a calm number. So that's what we're looking at there, and that's where we're going to leave it for now. All right, so that's what I got for you all this week, CCI family. Whether big or small, I'm bringing it to you, okay? Because from small beginnings come great things. That's one of the main reasons I started this channel. Don't ever think you can't start from absolutely nothing, small things, to great. I'm telling you. But anyway, I want you all to have a blessed and financially successful week ahead. If you're learning anything and want to continue learning, whether it be in the options or long holds or anything in the market, please drop a comment, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to be right here for you. Okay? Everyone have a safe 4th of July. This is Chump Change Investment saying peace, and I'll see you on the next one.